And for today, guys, in case you were wondering, well, what's going on? We do have, of course, the Season 1 season opening events today. The first thing we're going to look at is claiming your lane kingdom. It's a lane-by-lane tournament featuring all 10 LCK teams on the newly updated Rift. We do have the lane captains who were designated by, top voted by all the players from that lane, and then it was based on who they best fit, the designated Noxus champions and stuff like that. It's all very fun and well, and also you get to give away some skins to fans and get some extra money. Let's take a look at the draft, though, and see what happened between the players. And you have the draft results on your screen. So the captains in that snake format, they did get to choose the players that they thought they wanted on their teams, and this is what we're left with. Apparently, we do have Faker to do commentary for match number 1.
He just walked over there.
Yeah, he's going to join the Korean desk. Fortunately, not going to join us, but
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year. Faker will join us over here, and Deer will do a translation for the interview that we are going to have in a little bit with him over there on the desk. So
yeah, we may not have Faker, we have Valdez, so
yeah, it's basically the same thing, right? I play mid.
You do?
Yeah. Actually, nowadays I play a lot of jungle. But times have changed. Times have changed. So, guys, we do have the interview ready to go. I'm going to hand it back to Deer for the translation.
오늘 특별 해설위원으로 페이커 선수와 함께합니다.
We have Baker over here.
오늘 그 대진을
Hello.
일단 아름답게 만들었단 말이죠. 대진에 대한 만족감은
You created such a beautiful bracket today.
구상해둔 그런 대진이
With
있었는데
the
그대로
first
제가
place
뽑아서
privilege, where I was able to decide on the bracket.
우승 확률 뭐 이렇게 얘기해야 되나? 지난번에 좀 약간 좀
So
다른
what are the
느낌이었으니까.
이제
chances
이번에 좀그
on your guys'
편성하는
to
그
win?
매치부터 뭔가 좀 저는 오늘 느낌이 좋다는 생각이 확 들어가지고
I feel like
오늘
from the minigame at the start of it, I had a really good feeling. So I think you can definitely look forward to Team Mid winning today.
토너먼트 뭐 여러분에게 다가가는 이벤트 매치라고 할 수 있겠습니다만 페이커 선수는 이미 좀 약간 대회 모드로
So this
들어갔네요.
lane tournament is an event match, but Baker seems to be so confident.
가면 그 승부욕이 엄청나기 때문에 가위바위보도 지기
I'm sure
싫어하는
they're just remaining just as competitive.
가장 경계되는
They don't even want to lose the rock paper scissors.
팀들이 좀 미드 쪽으로 많이 경기하고 있다고 얘기 들었었는데.
다른 팀들이
So a lot of
이제
teams are actually very wary of
약간 미드를
Team
좀
Mid.
견제하는 듯한 느낌이 좀 있어가지고
Yeah, even
이미
during the
네,
event
그래서
match,
이제
it
제가
felt like
스타카
they were
아이템을
very
브라질로
wary.
살 수밖에 없었던 네.
And I think that's why I just had to, due to the pressure I had to buy Doran's ring.
양팀 첫 번째 경기를 좀 준비하고 있는 상황이 되겠는데 그 경기를 준비하고 있는 선수들 준비 상황이 되고 있어요?
So it seems like
있는데
maybe the
사실은
teams
그
for
페이커
match
선수가 좀 더
1
많은
are
얘기를
setting up
나눴지만
right
저희가
now.
좀 더 포지션도 이렇게 보여드려야 되니까.
We'd love to talk to them right now, but
일단 이렇게 정해진 것 같아요.
나왔네요? 요
so
포지션에 대해서 어떻게
it
생각하세요?
seems like they have assigned their roles already.
딜라이트 선수가
What are your thoughts on it?
정글을 하는 걸 몇 번
I think
보긴 했어요.
Delight
솔로에서.
going
그래서
to
딜라이트
jungle. I
선수가
have seen him
정글을
play
좀
jungle
잘할 것
before.
같다는 좀 기대감이 있고
And I believe,
처음에는 서포팅에
you know,
대해서 좀
I can
긴가민가
definitely
했었는데 이렇게
expect him to do
대진으로
well.
나오니까 생각보다 나쁘지 않다는 생각이 좀 들어요.
I
그리고
feel
아무래도
like,
같은 팀이 또
you know,
캐리어 미드 어떻게 생각하세요?
you wouldn't really expect much from support, but just looking at this lineup, it's actually not bad.
생각보다 나쁘지 않아요.
생각보다
And
나쁘지
Kellen
않다는 게
미묘한데?
and Keria in solo queue, I have played against him in mid lane, and he's actually not that bad. Can you elaborate on the
원래
not
이제
that
스포에서
bad?
만나는 서포터들의 이미지가 있잖아요.
어떤 이미지?
You know, there's like an image of
여기까지
support.
하겠습니다.
I guess
근데 그
an
이미지보다
overall image of what you think of them when you meet them at the Rift in solo queue.
미드가 좀 그런 게 많이 필요하기도 하고.
So mid lane really requires precision
하는 게 좀 서포터
and being able to look at the map and the big picture,
그래도 나쁘지 않다라고 생각합니다.
hitting the skill shots and teamwork, but
선수가 정글하고 바이퍼 선수가 미드하고 구마유시 테디가 듀오하는 이런
so
형식인데.
Viper is mid, Jiwoo jungle.
솔로 랭크에서 듀오를 하더라고요.
You know, Gumayushi and Teddy, yesterday I noticed that they're playing solo queue. They're duo queuing.
고사부터 보는데 보듀를 하더라고요. 그래서 저 조합도 기대해봐도 될 것 같고 바이퍼 선수야 워낙
And I think
예전에도
there's a lot to expect from
미드
them
챔피언을 사용하기도 하고
in the bot lane as a duo.
나쁘지 않은 것 같고 버스커 선수랑 지우 선수는 제가 연속 정글을 하는 거 못
I
봐서
feel like Berserker
지켜봐야
and
될 것
Ju, I've never really watched them
이런 것들도 굉장히
or been able to take a closer look, so I'm not too sure what to say about there.
준비하면서 어떤 생각을 가지고 있을지도 궁금하잖아요. 그래서 제가 윤수빈 아나운서가 쉬지 않습니다.
세팅을 준비하고 있는데요. 제가
And
이야기를
we are
나눠보기
going to
위해서
go
이 자리에
over
또 왔습니다.
to the
먼저
setup.
웨이 선수와 인터뷰를 좀 나눠볼까 하는데요. 웨이 선수 안녕하세요.
Let's talk to Wei. Hello,
네,
Wei.
화려한
Hi.
데뷔를 하셨습니다. 그런데 원딜러 데뷔를
What
하시게
a
됐어요.
flashy debut! And you were playing
일단
AD carry.
기분이
How do you
좋고요.
feel?
재미없는 서포트하다가 원딜
I feel great.
생각하니까 기분이 너무 좋습니다.
어떠세요? 자신은 있으신가요?
I feel great
너무
about
좋아합니다.
just being able to play AD
좋습니다.
carry.
저희가 영상을 좀 봤는데요.
I'm
캐리어
quite
선수한테
confident.
말 놓으셨나요?
아 그거 계속
Were you able to talk to Carrier comfortably?
안 받아주셔가지고 포기했습니다.
아직도
You
안
know, I really
받아주셨군요.
tried, but he
받아주죠.
didn't
그러면 이
accept
자리에서
my
한번 하시죠. 좀
request.
받아달라고.
Yeah, he's never going to.
민서가
Anything you'd like to say right now? Carrier?
아, 좋다 이렇게 말하셨거든요. 알겠습니다. 오늘 전략 어떻게 될까요?
It's great.
일단 뱀픽은
What are your
저희
strategies
기장님이 알아서
today?
해주실 거고 바텀 어제 제가 캐리어
The main strategy is going to be taken care of by our captain.
되게 지금 케어 받을 생각에 되게 설레 있는 상태입니다.
아, 설레는
And
마음으로
I think
녹화를
they're
해주신 것
all
같은데
saying,
혹시
please
팬분들
take care of
느낌 좀
Wei.
있으세요?
We need to
저는
pocket
항상
him.
원딜로
So I'm
생각하기
looking forward to
때문에
that.
딱 오늘 타이밍이 온 것 같아요.
I usually actually
좋습니다.
warm
그러면
up with
경기
the
앞두고 각오
AD
한번
carry champion,
들어보겠습니다.
so that's what I'm doing right now. And anything, any
상대가
resolution.
원딜러긴 한데 뭐 있습니까? 그냥
You know, we're
시원하게.
against AD carries, but
잘해보겠습니다.
알겠습니다. 아무튼
I'll do my
잘해보겠다
best.
이런 각오를 남겨주셨습니다. 웨이 선수 만나봤고요. 이제 또 탑 자리에서 경기를 기다리고 있는
That was
켈린 선수 한번
Wei.
만나보도록 하겠습니다.
and let's talk to
자,
Kellen,
켈린
who's
선수
waiting and
이렇게
sitting
시즌
on the top
오프닝
laner
첫
seat.
출전이십니다. 소감이 어떻게 되시나요?
This is your first participation in the season opening event. How do you feel?
좀 긴장된다 이렇게
You know, it's my first
말씀해
time,
주셨는데
so
팀을
I'm
옮기고 이제
quite
첫 경기를 이렇게
nervous.
치르시게 됐습니다. 기분 어떠세요?
일단 첫 경기를
So how does it feel
탑에서
to
치르게 됐는데
play your first game?
설레고
You
재밌을
know,
것 같습니다.
I get to play
좋습니다.
my
웨이
first match
선수,
as
캐리어
a top
선수는 자신 있다
laner.
이런
I'm
곡으로
quite excited.
밝혀주셨는데요. 혹시 우리 팀원 중에 오늘 가장
So Wei
기대된다
has
하는
been
선수
saying that he's
누굴까요?
very confident. So who are you looking
저는
forward
일단
to performing the
웨이 선수가
most?
제일 기대되는 것 같아요. 일단 준비 과정에서 되게
I
많이
am also
자신감이
looking
있어
forward to Wei's
그러면 웨이
performance.
선수에게 이 자리에서
I
한 말씀
believe
해주시죠.
he'll do really well.
화이팅!
좋습니다.
Anything you'd like to
켈린
say?
선수까지
Fighting!
만나봤는데요. 이번에는 탑
And
원딜,
that was Kellen.
원딜로 가보도록 하겠습니다.
Let's go over to
팀
Team
원딜에서
80 carry.
굉장히 반가운 얼굴이 있는데요. 버서코 선수 만나보도록 하겠습니다.
We have
버서코 선수 안녕하세요.
A familiar face here.
롤파크에서
Berserker,
버서코 선수를 뵙게
hello.
될지는 몰랐습니다. 기분이 어떠세요?
It's great to see Berserker in Low Park. How do you feel?
이벤트 매치가 될 거라고는 상상
Now, this is my first event match.
여기 있게 돼서 되게 기쁜 것 같습니다.
좋습니다. 오늘
Just being
자신
able to
있으신가요?
be on this spot today makes me very happy.
컨디션이 별로 좋은 편이 아닌데
How are you feeling?
다행히 서포트 팀을
Are you confident?
만나가지고 굉장히 다행인
You know,
것 같아요.
I'm feeling under
아,
the weather right now,
서포터
but
팀은 컨디션에 상관없이 자신이 있다 이런
I
말씀이신
feel
것
like
같은데요.
I would
우리
become
팀원들 가운데
confident
가장,
against team
기대되는
support
선수는
no
누굴까요?
matter how I'm feeling.
다 기대되긴 하지만 아무래도 주장
You know, I'm looking forward to pretty much everything, but
뭐 든든하지 않나라고 생각하고 있어요.
to everyone
알겠습니다.
performing,
그럼
but I
주장님께
believe
말씀
that our
주시죠.
captain will be the one to
캐리해주세요.
perform and show up today.
캐리해주세요라는 말씀을 남겨주셨습니다.
Please carry
좋습니다.
us.
이제 또 미드 라인전을 준비하고 있는 바이퍼
And
선수를
let's go
만나보도록
over
하겠습니다.
to
바이퍼 선수
the mid
안녕하세요.
lane
안녕하세요.
with
네,
Viper.
서포터와
How
맞붙게
are you,
됐습니다.
Viper?
대진
Hello.
어떠신가요?
너무 마음에 듭니다.
How do you
어떤
feel
면이
about
좀
the
그렇게 마음에
schedule? I
드실까요?
love it.
언젠가 한 번쯤은
What do you love
이렇게,
about?
이겨야 하는 순간이 있어야 한다고 생각했거든요. 오늘이 돼서 너무 좋은 것
You
같아요.
know, I knew that
알겠습니다.
this
오늘
would be
어떤
the
전략
moment that
준비하셨는지
I
좀
want
들어볼
to
수
win,
있을까요?
and I can definitely
일단
win
첫
this
판은
match.
그냥 이기고
What are your
그 다음을
strategies?
생각하겠습니다.
아니,
We'll
만
start
라이너가 캐리어
By winning
선수입니다.
first
어떻게
match,
생각하세요?
and then I'll think about it
그건 좀 빡세긴
after.
한데, 근데 서포트 뭐 괜찮습니다. 서포트.
You know, you'll go against Carrier,
선전
so how do you
포고
feel?
마지막으로
You know,
말씀
it's gonna be
빨리
tough, but
보내드리겠습니다. 네.
gotta do my best,
좋습니다.
and I
이렇게
want
해서
to
팀
send them
서포트,
home
팀
as soon
원딜까지
as possible.
만나봤습니다. 경기 기대해 주세요.
And that was team support and AD carry. And back to the casters.
Say, but we're ready, guys. We're getting into this match. Support versus bot. Support got to select the side, and they chose blue, unsurprisingly. Do we feel like blue is still the stronger side on this patch? Do we have any initial thoughts?
It seemed pretty good in Kespa Cup. There's a lot of picks that are broken, or there were, obviously, on the previous patch. Like Ambessa, you know, was incredibly strong and banned almost every game. Aurora is still incredibly strong. But we just don't really know yet what this patch looks like. And when it's off-rolling players here in this tournament. I wouldn't read too much into it just yet, but getting that first pick, we'll see what they want to take.
Yeah, I also feel like the bans is going to be an interesting one because if you have any information about what they like to play, like I feel like in your main role you have kind of a width of champions you like to play. When you're off role, you're lucky to have one or two. You're like, yeah, you know, when I'm off role, when I play mid, I play this. So if you have that information about a player, you can definitely target them that way. It could be pretty brutal.
As of right now, I mean, you could show me this draft from the red team and say this is a draft from last year, and I'd be like, yeah, I believe it. They're playing against Peanut, right? Like, they banned Vi and Poppy, right? Or they're playing against Owner, right? So just banning away really strong jungling, ganking champions, and, well, at least in Poppy's case, Vi a bit better at level 6. The Kalista target against Guma, and against anyone really on the side of, because you got support, you even have top Kalista that we could see from time to time, so feels like not a bad choice in Team 80 carry.
Well, Kalista is incredibly strong right now and is one of the strongest pushing bottom lane champions, even with some of the changes to her on this patch. 25.S1.1. I'm going to get used to that. But with this patch, like, you know, she's still going to be incredibly strong at getting those early leads, potentially setting up a first blood, and then leading to snowballing that bottom lane, which I think we're going to see most of the action on this patch on rather than top lane. Ziggs, same idea, getting those early advantages in lane. Varus, same idea as well.
Yeah, I mean, Varus has been traditionally pretty strong lane. Could see it potentially flex, but I just think securing a strong bot lane 2v2 is really going to be the linchpin for this matchup. Because, I mean, typically that's where you're going to see early first bloods, but when the teams are more proficient there, I expect it even more. So we do see the Lee Sin coming out from Ju, pretty confident.
Yeah, I mean, Ju definitely strikes me as a player who can play all sorts of crazy mechanical stuff. Lee Sin could be one of those. We could even see a situation where it gets flexed. I don't, probably not going to see that. But, you know, like a top Lee Sin or even like a support Lee Sin, this is kind of a for fun event after all, so I don't know what level these teams will troll a little bit and have a little bit of fun as well.
It's a for fun event, but they definitely want to win.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the Cassante being prioritized over Ambessa is a little bit surprising to see for me, and we'll see if that gets matched here by Berserker with Team Bot. See the Nautilus coming out early. There's that Ambessa I was talking about. Both of these champions still incredibly strong. Ambessa,
some things never change, Wolf.
Ambessa's just really mobile. In general, does a ton of damage, can engage from super far away, and can break through a front line like the Cassante because of the way her ultimate works. She actually goes to the furthest away champion, so even if Cassante tries to block, he'll be unsuccessful. So get a lot of access to the Varus with this pick.
Yeah, and the Ambessa vs Cassante 1v1s, it's like watching like the Dragon Ball Z fights where they're just dashing everywhere all over the place.
It takes a lot of episodes to finish.
It really does. Very accurate to it.
I feel like they were just like, well, we've made Cassante and we've nerfed him like 8,000 trillion times. What if we just made Cassante but better? And now we have Ambessa. It's going to be a fun 1v1 match. Should be in the top lane. We'll see. Skarner and Caitlyn. Caitlyn, another one of those pushing lanes, a lane-dominant bully. With the Ziggs banned away, Caitlyn, another one that could look for a first turret, and even like a lane dominance kind of situation where maybe you can set up plays against this Varus Nautilus.
You know what's the biggest tragedy is that Rel can't jungle anymore. Otherwise, that'd be such an easy pickup for Delight. But they've been banning away a lot of these sort of tank-engaged junglers. They know how Delight plays. They know the style of champs that you would expect him to be good on, and they've definitely targeted those away from him.
I'm really curious to see what Guma's going to go with here. It's interesting to see Ashe completely fall out and isn't involved in this draft in any way after being so popular in Kesper Cup. A little bit nerfed on this patch as well, but just outranged by the Varus. I think team's just not really worried about that pick coming through. And it will be the Corki to come through here. Fairly risky into the Varus, but can clear those waves very fast.
Are we going to see Keria Yasuo? Is this going to happen?
That definitely seems like a pick you would take.
LeBlanc?
It could also be a flex for that Corki. They could take the Aurora bot lane and pair that up. Mage's bot be really strong.
Oh!
That is a combo and a half. The Yasuo Diana, yeah. So looking to play heavily around carry on that. Delight, again, on an engage pick. A little bit different from maybe what we would have expected, but there is the combo. They can obviously look to threaten the Corki on the enemy team foremost.
I'm looking at this draft here, and I feel like Team Bot got the way better end of the deal on this one. Sure, you've got the power of the Yasuo Diana with the ult combo there, and you have the Varus, which is going to be able to poke its way through that bottom lane. But the fact that they have easy access to the backline with the Ambessa and the Lee Sin, as well as a lot of zone control here. They have the Teddy, Alistair to help peel, and the Aurora, which is arguably still one of the strongest champions in the game right now, which can zone so incredibly well, and is going to have a great lane into the Yasuo if Viper doesn't make many mistakes here.
Well, guys, we got team support, we got Team Bot. It's the season opening event for Season 1 here. Welcome to Noxus. We're getting into it.
Well, where the items are, here's our runes, everything like normal. You can see the runes taken by every player below their portraits as well as their secondaries. So some cool changes that we even have in our UI here at the LCK. I love to see it.
Minion HP is decreased early. The minion damage to other lane minions has increased as well. And the first cannon minion wave, importantly, I feel like this is the most important thing, is wave 4. Our junglers are just full-on farming. Maybe a chance now. Have I baited it out, or has Teddy baited himself? As the Q comes down, he does get the stun, but he's ignited. And the flash on in, and there it is! First blood way! And Palu putting it together for the kill.
And that's
So,
wait
wait forward. Jiwoo does not seem to know this is here, and Delight is looking for it. Going for the fake flash, but Delight had a ward in the bush.
He's a support main. Of course he has a ward in the brush. We'll see the replay of the bot lane.
Yeah, this is kind of on Teddy. Like, not 100% sure about this path.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get like a flank angle to knock him back, and then they just decided to kill him, and he ran out of health. Yeah.
I think he's probably complaining about the kill not going his way. Pun intended.
So you can see that control ward here in the brush. The thought process here for Gio is if there's no ward in that brush, it looks like he's flashed into the Baron pit, but there was a ward there, so.
Oh, we got a fight here. Delight making fun of Gio. Palu is going to go down a Viper. That's a Fedorora already. Delight making fun of Gio's jungle play, and now he's getting bullied here. 4v. Oh, is he going to get out? Is he going to get out? You got to be kidding me.
I cannot believe he lived there.
He also said that he saw Guba and Teddy duoing.
Not sure I believe that.
Yeah, I'm still, at this moment in time on the live feed, I'm still not sure.
Wait, bite. Okay, barrier comes in, but maybe still some damage. Does he have the Q? The flash and the Valkyrie, not enough. And now he's got his support player coming in. Oh, but Teddy barely able to get the kill. It's still a big win here for the bottom lane of the support team.
Well, Faker said he saw them duo. He didn't say he saw them win when they were
Well, it's Palu versus Jiwoo here. Ignite coming in, and Jiwoo's got to be careful. Hook comes down. Nautilus gets the root with the passive and the E damage. Gets the job done.
Support main, baby!
No, you can tell. He's a support main.
Clearly.
There's that comfort. Okay, now we got Berserker. He's been kidnapped, and we have a Diana in the river here as well. Delight making plays everywhere. Kellen setting it up as well. Team support are cracked, man.
I mean, I doubted Faker's Valkyrie strat. Now I doubted support. They're proving me wrong on both counts so far here as Keria.
Perfect dodge to the gank.
He looks like he's going to be fine.
We do have a play here as trying to get in is Berserker on the way. You would imagine the Varus should be pretty much in trouble against the Ambessa, but not going to happen this time. Berserker, where is he going? There's a Nautilus in the bush. He just face checks it. And he's dead.
I mean, starting with this play here, Guma challenging him because he has barrier here and Teddy, but he just doesn't have enough damage. Flashes away, still gets autoed here. And then with this perfectly timed hook from Palu, Teddy does not actually have enough damage to kill him quickly there.
Yeah, it's also, the support composition can very much just target any Fed member on the side of bot. Like, if Viper's the only one oh no.
Oh, Teddy. He's trying to Hex Flash out of the pit. He's just getting bullied. It's 1v3. And this guy is going down. It just depends who they're going to give it to. And looking for it potentially as we are looking at some of the turret changes here as well.
Yeah, so the amp is bigger, the damage it ramps up to. It also has a longer duration, so you often see teams let the stacks run out and then redive. You have to wait longer. But Nexus towers do also respawn, so bit of a shake-up now. Looking for these grubs. Another one secured by support.
Yeah, feats of strength, baby. That's another one. As Teddy going in, not a bad engage, but where's the follow-up? Palu looking to set up his zone, but actually Viper gets the first kill, and now it's going all Team Bot's way as the setup here from Team Support on the grubs. Not looking good. Down will go Kellen. And Team Bot with the comeback.
If this game had gone a little bit better for him and he has this same sort of setup here and has his ultimate, this is an incredible fight for Team Bot. And this is the kind of front to back I was talking about with this type of composition. You have so much access. Look at the flank here from Berserker as well as the Aurora ult coming down. It's just so difficult to actually win these fights with composition of support. Even with a massive lead like this, you just have to be ready for those potential flanks. And there's a really good play there from Berserker.
Yeah, I mean, Jiwoo got such a sick kick.
서포지 않다를 어떻게 이니시만 걸어봤지 이거.
He's like, how can supports team fight? They don't know how to team fight.
Another big change.
Oh,
Kick.
Jiwoo again. Really beautiful stuff. Just easy setup here onto Palu. And that's just another kill. Team Bot looking to try to get on in here with some momentum, some tempo. And now they're looking for a dive, actually. Teddy, level 6, still has his ult. The light's in the bush, though, and the combo comes in, but where's the damage? The damage, it is obsolete. As they set up the combo, he doesn't even have an item here on Yasuo, and it doesn't do anything, and he just dies.
The light was kind of considering just staying in the brush and just letting him go, and then they walk towards him. Oh,
I think Jiwoo may win this. Oh. Yeah, Jiwoo gonna win that one, especially with the execute damage. Delight, a little bit of egg on his face now after calling out Jiwoo earlier.
And yeah, the execute damage really the key factor in that last one, but sets this one up here. Easy peasy, really nice kick. And then here, like you said, didn't necessarily want to commit to this one. Viper is super strong at this point in time. They're outnumbered. Just wants to see if they can actually get a kill back here. But no damage on this Yasuo. Keria is isolated by a headbutt there from Teddy.
Oh, you got to play down here, but Teddy is nearby and trying to help set this one up on Kellen. We have Delight as well doing the jungle cam, not even paying attention. The ult comes in. Berserker just going to lock it down. He's been really good on this Ambessa as well, I have to say. Feat of strength at this point in time, but first we got more action in the jungle as this Nautilus looking very caught out. Guma is a bit low though, and the knockup comes in, but again the damage is not there, and that's another kill going over to Jiwoo. Keria desperate will get the shutdown, and the turnaround might be coming in here for team support, but Jiwoo, he's got something to say about that. He's gonna pick up a kill. Unfortunately though, now he's all alone. He's lost his friends there, Teddy, and now he's looking for a way. Man, Jiwoo is just on a tear. This guy is playing amazingly. Almost hits the Q as well on a way. And at the end of the day, looking for Keria, not going to get in so much gold into this Yasuo after that fight.
I mean, Keria game though, despite dying there, despite not landing the Q, definitely the most impressive individual performance is Kellen.
Look at that. You talked about the Fed Aurora. Viper just kind of knocks him down. And Palu decides, yeah, maybe I'd rather not go for that. But he does have Diana nearby. Delay trying to come in, and there's the jump away.
So much agency for this next objective.
Ooh, that hook almost hit Guma, but now it looks like maybe Teddy's just dead again, unless he wants to use this flash. He's gonna just go in. He's got some support here. The not ult though onto Guma. There's the knockup. They probably got enough. They use so many ults on Guma. They take him down. The Varus though is out of this one way. They don't have the DPS, but that's still 2 for 1 here in favor of team support. The kick is amazing again, but the follow-up just not here yet. It's still 3v4. They still want to go for it. Palu super low, and the Ambessa is about to go crazy mode at this point in time. He's just going to flash away though. Viper hopping out of the CC, goes back in, gets away from the damage, and Team Bot is turning this one around. They will take down Delight, and it's only Keria single-handedly. I don't know if he can take a 1v3. He gets taken out. It's an ace for Team Bot.
I mean, team support kind of don't want to commit heavily on Teddy because it's an Alistair. They do get this turn onto Guma just after, and yes, they take him out, but Team Bot are just so patient with this. They know Viper doesn't have the ultimate, they know that's a huge team fighting tool, and they just buy time until it's available.
Exactly. Berserker with a second amazing flank on this Ambessa as well is able to, after half the health is taken out on that Varus, just delete him from the fight. So that damage is lost, so they can buy time with this Ambessa that's deceptively tanky. Like you said, Ox, just enough time as Viper has his ult in 10 seconds before this to actually give him the time to set up that ult and just kite himself away. Berserker doing a ton of damage here, and Keria Keria on this melee, Yasuo is more combo-oriented in these team fights at this stage in the game than actual damage because his melee can be kited away.
It's a pretty snowballing meta, guys. We're not gonna lie. Looking for a dive here, actually, as they do have so much damage, but the combo comes in on a Viper. Isn't enough. It's not quite. The Nautilus ult, though, is gonna take him down for quite a while. He still will be taken into the Rift Herald, actually. Palu trying to make something happen, trying to set up his AD carry Wei, who will knock down the kill.
I think this Viper guy is pretty good at team fighting, is my assessment.
I mean, look at the angle here as well. Zoning Wei away with his ultimate here. Look at this, avoids a Nautilus knockup, as you said, Ox here, gets the knockup there as well, and then gets the charge into the turret. Really 3 for 1 there.
Maximizing the Herald there.
And, you know, you mentioned how it's a very snowbally meta, Valdez. Well, let's not forget, support actually was significantly ahead. Ruinous Otacon.
Yeah, I mean, we do have 35 kills at 19.5 minutes, so Ruinous Otacon is going to spawn. So yeah, lots of petals going to be coming out of that one. Once it does get taken down. Otacon spawning 20 minutes in the top side of the map.
Like, you have no turret. It's not a good play.
All right, well, Teddy's going in now, and he's trying to make something of this as Delight getting pretty low. They get the kill onto Delight, the enemy jungler. The kick, not as good this time, but the Ambessa in the backline. Berserker, he's just always on the flank, and he's going to set this one up. Only Jiwoo is going to go down as Keria will fall, the dominoes fall, and that is a huge team fight here for Team Bot. They will be able to take this. 9-0-9 is Viper. And there are the stacks.
But he no stacks the franchise. Yeah, I mean, I think he made the decision, it paid off. Yeah, didn't even get a good ult there. I think he actually just missed everyone with his ult.
This is the setup for the team fight.
Yeah, I mean, this fight is, you know, we talked about it, or Ox kind of hinted at it. Is this the first Otacon throw? The second one is here by team support because they wanted to hold this, but again, they just don't have the damage. Lethality, Boris, you mentioned it. The ult here, not great for Keria, not able to set up combo onto the big carries here. Guma gets incredibly low, but they have enough damage to finish off that melee Yasuo. So you can see how many more blood paddle stacks they have.
So many.
It's a lot. They're in a really good spot here, and it's about to get better.
Yeah, so they saw Teddy, and they're like, oh, God, we got to run away. At this point, team support not in a good spot. Now they're trying to set something up, but Teddy is dodging quite a lot. He's going to go into his ult, and now they say, well, we can turn this. Trying to take down Kellen. They get his flash out as the Alistar ult is beginning to go down. Teddy in a bit of a rough spot. Might be able to take him down, and you see that team bot just going to leave him to die as Berserker's just pushing top.
Yeah, I don't think you need to show us that. You need to show Viper that. He still hasn't bought the tier 3 boots.
Still on the flank is Berserker, looking for a good target here. Wei would be ideal. He's on the long con flank.
Uh-oh. Jiwoo, he's got the fancy feet work. He is going to move out of that one as the ult comes down. Viper, though, has to go into Zhonya's, and now Kellen a bit caught out. Look at the damage from Guma, and Viper's just insane. That's the first pick. Looking for the second here on Apollo. Here comes Berserker, always on that flank, thinking about it, but will he actually commit is really the question. You never really know what that best says. The flash on in from Teddy, very nice engage there onto Delight. As Teddy's low, but it doesn't matter because the setup is there. So many picks coming through for Team Bot. And they should be able to set up for a Baron or even a push after this big team fight win.
Yeah, I mean, Ambessa has a lot of dashes, not going to get away from it. Now Keria, the last support standing. Looks like Bot are just going to look to try and end the game.
Yeah,
and Teddy's playing interrupt.
They were looking for a Baron, and they're like, yeah, we'll take a Nexus. It was kind of checkmate there. There was just no way out for team support as Keria is trying to chase down this Alistar kill.
I mean, they're so strong. Yeah, the TP gets canceled. And at this point, like, even with a couple of guys respawning, it's like Cassandra and Nautilus. They can't do anything. These guys are so fed. And Team Bot gonna take our first best of one as down will go Berserker. And there you go. They will eliminate team support from the tournament. And they will move on to face Team Mid in the next stage.
I think Teddy had a nice amount of damage done this game as well, despite some overextensions.
I like the Otacon icon.
이거야. 이제 한대요. 좋은데요 지금? 팀워크 좋은데 좀.
좋은데요?
요전이지.
아 근데 서폿이라 이게.
아니 서폿이 원딜이 게임을 확실히 잘하네. 운영이 좋은데. 아니 서포터잖아. 그러니까 운영이 좋아. 확인했다. 엑서. 땀 볼까요? 네 끝났고. 잡아도 될 것 같아. 담아도 돼. 산테? 산테?
대표 선수 한 분씩 만나서
Thank you very
인터뷰
much,
나눠보도록
guys.
하겠습니다. 구마유 씨,
We're here
캐리어
with
선수입니다.
the-
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
With Carrie
네, 일단
and
구마유 선수
Gumayushi
먼저
from
서폿만 이기면
Team
된다
Bot
이렇게
and
말씀해
Team
주셨는데 승리를
Support.
하셨습니다. 소감
Gumayushi,
들어볼게요.
you said
일단
all that matters
생각보다 초반에
is to win
조금
against the
어려움이
team
있어가지고
support. So,
당황했지만
how do you
그래도
feel?
이제 교전력에서
early
원딜은
game
또
didn't really
교전이다
go as
보니까
well as
승리할 수
we
있었던 것
planned,
같습니다.
but
캐리어
throughout all the
선수는
skirmishes
드디어
and team
원딜을
fights, we were
패배를
able
했습니다. 소감이
to
어떠신가요?
emerge victoriously.
오로라랑
How do you feel, Carrie?
대회에서 OP 챔피언들 말고 좀 팬분들을 위해서 재밌는 걸 하자 해서
You know, we really
그런
didn't
챔피언을
want to
했는데
play
너무
something
진지하게
OP like
하더라고요.
Ambessa and
저희가
really wanted
그런
to give the audience
챔피언들로
some
이만큼
fun
했으면
matches.
저희가 원래대로
So
진짜 빡긴
that's why we
했으면
didn't really
이거 이기긴
pick
했어요, 근데 진짜.
the OP champions on purpose, and it just made it so much
매너가 엄청
tougher.
아, 어떻게 보세요? 매너가 좀 없으셨나요?
You know, Team Bot
일단
they just lack
팀
manners.
서포 팀은 뱀픽을
What are your thoughts,
되게
Gumayushi?
잘 준비해 왔더라고요.
네.
특히 바텀 쪽에서
You know, Team Support
아무래도
actually
같은 바텀이다 보니까
had
바텀 상성에
a
대해서
lot of
잘 아는
consideration put
뱀픽을
into
준비해
their
온 것
draft.
같고
네.
다이애나 야소는 솔직히
So it looks like they
서포팀에서
actually
좀
did
구하기 어려운
prepare.
픽이었다고 생각합니다.
그거에
But I
대해서
think the
제가
Diana
질문을
pick was
준비해왔습니다.
maybe
일단
something
여쭤보도록
that's
하고,
a little hard
초반에
to
말씀하신 대로 살짝
sort
힘든
of
순간이
play
있었습니다.
out as a
그럼에도 불구하고
support.
구마유시 선수의 보이스를 저희가 들어보니까요. 서포터가 한
So
칼을
according
어떻게
to
해? 이렇게 얘기하시더라고요.
Gumayushi's
승리할 거란 확신이
voice
있으셨나 봐요.
comms and mic check, he said, how do supports, how will they manage to win?
교전은 역시 안 되는구나.
아, 교전에서 우리가 앞서는구나.
So I really did think that, you know,
좀, 녹서스 테마에 잘
trades
맞는
and
조합이
just team
아니었을까
fights,
싶은데
they
준비가
really
어느
can't make it
정도
work,
되었나요?
especially during the Void Grubs
어제
fight.
딜라이트 선수랑 미드 정글 듀오를 좀 많이 했었는데
네.
연습을 일단 야예는
So
한 번도
what
안
was the
했었는데
preparation like?
진지한
You know,
저도 이제 오로라
I
같은 진지한
practiced
챔피언들을
mid
했었는데
jungle synergy
와서
with the leg
생각해보니까
yesterday.
어차피 대회에서 계속 넣을 챔피언들이라서 보는 맛이 없을 것 같아서
네.
그렇게 했는데 아쉬웠던 것 같습니다.
And we already had a lot of the pocket picks in mind, but we really didn't think that it was going to be a lot of fun to play just OP
일단
picks.
딜라이트 선수는 솔케도 따고 잘했는데 네, 아쉬운 것 같습니다.
You know, I think
알겠습니다.
overall my
새롭게
thoughts
협곡이
are
변화했습니다.
Delight
가장
really
크게
did well,
체감하신
but
건 어떤
there was a lot
부분인지
to
궁금해요,
left to be desired for everybody
초반
else.
단계에서 미니언 웨이브 이동 속도랑 타워가 좀 바뀐 것이 가장 큰 것
I
같습니다.
think in regards to
좋습니다. 자,
the new
구마유시
patch,
선수
I
이제
felt a lot of
탑정글
difference
팀
in the
대결의
minion
승자와
waves.
맞붙게 될 예정입니다. 누구의 승리를 예상하시나요?
And so team top and jungle
미드랑 하게
will
됩니다.
go against
아,
each
그러네요.
other.
아, 네, 좋습니다. 그러면 탑 정글 대결에서는 누가 승리할 거라고 보시나요?
Who do you think will win?
그래도 정글이 디펜딩 챔피언이니까 정글이 이기지
Since
않을까
jungle
싶은데
is the defending
그런
champion,
전적이
I
없었으면
assume
탑에
that they might
좋았을 것
win.
같습니다.
아, 그래요. 그럼 캐리어 선수의 생각은 어떤가요?
But if there wasn't anything like
그래도
that
정글이
from
좀더
last year, I would say
우세하게
that top would be actually have a really good chance at winning.
했으면 좋겠습니다.
알겠습니다. 그럼 마지막으로 구마유시 선수의 각오
You know,
들어보도록
I can't really
하겠습니다.
predict anything, but
일단
I hope that they have a fun match.
서포트 팀보다 미드 팀이 좀 더 쉬울 수 있다고 생각하고요. 뭐
I feel
민서가
like
말한 대로 좀 재밌는
my
픽으로
resolution
다음 경기
going
생각해보도록
into
하겠습니다.
team
알겠습니다.
mid
그럼 감사합니다.
is that, you know, actually
네,
maybe
자,
it'll
이렇게
actually
해서
be a lot
오늘 첫
easier
번째
than
매치
team
서포트
support.
팀과 원딜 팀의 대결에서 원딜 팀이 승리를
And that's
거뒀다는
the end
말씀
of the
전해드리고요.
interview
저희는
from Carrie and
잠시 후에 두
Gumayushi,
번째 매치
and we'll be
팀
back for
탑과
game
팀
2.
정글로
Thank
다시
you.
돌아오겠습니다.